It's January 2026. A winter storm has me stuck inside the house. And instead of watching the snow, I'm falling down a YouTube rabbit hole. Lighting, camera, backdrops. I'm stuck in this analysis paralysis. I recorded a video that night just to push myself. Then I did something that's very on brand for my personality. I kept preparing. I kept researching, planning, building. But a few months later, I finally hit record for real. And this channel, Seerah in Focus, was born. So Bismillah, here we are. I am Abdurrahman Bashir, and this is why I started Seerah in Focus. Since 2017, I've been teaching Seerah as a structured seminary course, originally out of a masjid in Plano, Texas. Today, that program has merged with the masjid that I serve in a city called Allen, Texas. I teach Seerah through two courses, History 101, the Makkah years, History 201, the Medina years, about 14 to 16 weeks each. I'm on my 6th round now, and every time I teach it, I understand it a little deeper. But not everyone can sit in a 16-week course. Some people just want to know the story. So I started looking out there. What's there on YouTube? Well, there are long lecture series, 90 plus minutes, valuable, but not always easy to start. So I asked myself a question. What if I could package it differently? Make the journey easier, not the full weight of a 90-minute or 2-hour class, but something that you could actually finish. But here's the tension. Shorter doesn't mean shallower. Because in my classroom, I don't just cover the events. I go beyond that. I call it off-roading. The politics, the geopolitics, the geography, the social systems that shaped everything. But also the people themselves, their culture, their ethnicity, their background. Whether it's the people of the Levant or the Jewish tribes of Medina, I want my students to actually connect with them. Sometimes that means bringing in food of that region. Sometimes it means an activity, like sealing a letter with a wax and signet ring, the same way the Prophet ﷺ sealed his letters to heads of state. That's the part I refused to cut. Because the Seerah isn't just a timeline of events. It's a story shaped by everything around it. Tribal codes of honor, old alliances, old rivalries, the Byzantines, the Persians, with Arabia sitting right between these two superpowers. A religious system that didn't just worship differently, it protected a hierarchy. None of this is separate from the story, it is the story. Skip it, and the Seerah becomes a sequence of events. Understand it, and the story comes alive. That's true in Makkah, that's true in Medina, it's true across the whole life of the Prophet ﷺ, and I plan to cover all of it, inshallah. But every choice needs a starting point, so I chose to begin with Medina. But here's what I've come to realize teaching this for years. This was never only a spiritual message. It was a direct challenge to a system that let the powerful stay powerful and kept everyone else beneath them. The idolatry of that time wasn't just a theological error. It was the glue holding that hierarchy together. Status, wealth, power, all of it justified through tribal gods and inherited privilege. Belief in one God wasn't just a creed, it was a threat to the entire structure. And that's why this isn't just history, it's a mirror. The same dynamics, abuse of power, inequality, exploitation, they still show up today. This story isn't meant just to inform you. It's meant to move something in you, in your personal life, in your family, in your community, in how you treat the people outside of it. That's why in every episode we zoom out before we zoom in. The geography, the politics, set the stage up first so the Seerah doesn't just stay on the page, it comes alive. Every episode, not too long, not too short, just enough to actually understand, with new episodes every Thursday. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not chasing numbers with this channel. If someone comes across these videos one day, long after I'm gone, and it benefits them, that's my golden ticket, inshallah. Know him, love him, live him. Join the Medina series and see the story behind the story.